Hi, everybody. Okay, I'm just getting comments pulled up on my iPad so that I can see you guys. Well, I was going to. There we go. Good morning. Hey, Julie. How is everybody? Hi, Anne. Okay, I'm really early because, well, I'm not terribly early. It's 9 o'clock here, but usually I do our lives on Friday at 11. But it is supposed to be like 107 today here. We have had such a beautiful, mild summer. And if you guys have been following me for any length of time, you guys know I despise summer. I just hate it. Mostly because of the heat. I just don't do well in the heat. I get really severe migraines and I get really nauseous. So we've had such a beautiful, mild summer, and I was like, this really hasn't been so bad. And then this week we're supposed to be between 103 and 111 for like the next 7 days. And so our house doesn't have air conditioning. So my office, while it stays cooler than the rest of the house, is still going to be hot. So I have to get in here this morning and get some things done and get out of here so that we can all hunker down in the living room. We have a little window air conditioner unit and we'll all hunker down in the living room. So that's why I'm so early. Good morning, Daisy. Hey, Elizabeth. Yeah, Citrus Heights, it's probably hotter there than it is here. It's because we're up in the foothills, so it's probably hotter down there than it is here. Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy, like 7 days. I'm preparing for it. So, and then we're gonna make something today. We're gonna use this set here because I am dreaming of fall with all this heat. Don't mind my scratchy voice. My allergies are acting up, you guys. And this week I'm exhausted because we are trying to flip our sleeping schedule. So during this time, like the kids that have been home and like quarantine times, we're naturally night people. Like my husband and I, we're like night owls, and we would rather stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning and sleep in than, you know, the other way around. And so we have been just in that habit of staying up much later. We've been going to bed. I don't think I've gotten into bed before 2 a.m. in 5 months. And then we've been sleeping until like 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30. And so we're trying to flip that this week. So we've been going to bed slightly earlier, but we've been getting up at like 6:30, and I'm exhausted this week. It's killing me. So I am probably gonna veg out and watch Real Housewives the next 3 days. Okay, so I want to share a couple updates with you guys. If you place an order with me this month, $65 or more, I have a free stamp set that is going out. It is the holiday stamp set in the fall winter catalog. It's a Christmas stamp set. I don't have my catalog in front of me to show you guys, but it is that host set in the back. So, and all the stamp sets from last month went out earlier this week. So I got one back, and I contacted Linda and got her correct mailing address, and I'm sending that back out. So that will be good. But all those stamp sets went out. Daisy, your catalog went out. And I think you had a stamp set too. So a catalog, and I could not remember. You might get like 3 catalogs from me because you emailed me, and then my email kind of works as a to-do list kind of thing. And I like think I sent it, but then I never deleted the email, and then I think I sent another one. So you might get like 1,000 catalogs. So I'm so sorry if you do. But all of that went out. So, and then I wanted to share with you guys a gift that I got in the mail. This was, it was really exciting. Yesterday I opened the mail. I opened a box and I was like, who is this from? And this is what I saw inside. And it's a fairly large box. It's hard to kind of even fit it in here. And I was like, what is this? And I opened it up and there was a card in it. And it was from Stampin' Up! And it says, see you at Leaders Summit. And then it's in a couple different languages. I am attending a Leaders Summit that is going to be online. Originally, this month in August, I was supposed to be traveling to New Orleans. I probably didn't say that right. I feel like I heard it, and I don't think I said it right. I'm not going to attempt it again. Anyways, I'm supposed to be traveling to go to a Leaders convention for Stampin' Up! And instead they're doing it online. And so that's what Leaders Summit is. And I opened this box up and I saw the card. So I saw that it was from Stampin' Up! And this is what was inside. Can you guys see this? It's gorgeous. So there were 2 of them and they're really beautiful. And I thought it was such a fun gift. Stampin' Up! Sent that to all of the leaders attending Leaders Summit. And, right? I told my husband, I was like, can you FaceTime me when you have a second? Because he was at work and he FaceTimed me. And I was like, look at this box that just showed up. And he was like, what? What is that? Like, clearly he didn't get it for me. But it was so kind of Stampin' Up! To do that. And I just thought they were so beautiful. And I'm so thankful to Stampin' Up! For all the work that they have done with all that has happened with COVID-19 and all that's been going on and how they have changed up what we're doing and the conferences and conventions that they've had scheduled. I just think that they've done a really awesome job, and I just appreciate the company so much. So I wanted to share with you guys. Good morning, Kathy. But it just is in part because of the support I have from you guys. That's, you know, if you guys didn't show up and watch my videos and hang out with me and purchase from me and support me, I would not be able to do the things that I do with Stampin' Up! And I could get emotional. I'm going to try not to, but I'm just going to say being a part of Stampin' Up! Has changed my life, and it has allowed me to meet so many amazing people and friends that I just would not have if it wasn't for this. So while it seems maybe like a silly gift or, you know, oh, it's just like glasses or, you know, I really feel like it is really the thought and the effort that Stampin' Up! Goes to, and I appreciate them. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So today, let's get to making something creative. So I wanted to use this set here. This is Love of Leaves. Now, what I've heard about this stamp set is that each of the leaves is from a different, I want to say from a different country. Like there's like a leaf that represents like each country that Stampin' Up! Is in. I'm not positive and I don't know all the leaves, but I heard that this was like the story behind this set, and I was like, oh, that would be really cool if it was. Stampin' Up! Is in several countries, and it would be so cool. But I also just love the look of this stamp set. I like that it's like a watercolor feel, and so I've really been enjoying using it, and I love the dies that go with it. They're stitched. So I think last Friday we used the dies and the plaid paper to make a card. And so there's so many different ways you can use this. I think that this will probably be a set that I keep forever, just because of the stitched details of these leaves. So let's go ahead and get started. It's probably pretty dark in here, I just realized. So it looks okay on my iPad. Okay, so the other thing that I did is I bought a new mat here so that I could have one for the other side of my table, because you guys, I dented my tabletop. So originally I just had one of these black self-healing mats, and it was here on my side, my work side, and then the other side of my table didn't have a mat on it. And you know, I sat down, I got my designer paper out last week, and I set down the container, and the corner of the container totally put a hole in my brand new tabletop. These are the tabletops that I have are from IKEA, and they are good, you know, they're good quality, but they are, what am I trying to say? They're, you know, delicate, and a hole went right through it. Okay, so I have a piece of, this is Sahara Sand cardstock, and it's a standard A2 size card. So I just folded it in half. I did my favorite way to do a card, which is up and down like this. And then I have a piece of, this is the Gilded Autumn designer paper. And either side would work, but I love this side that has this gold foiling on it. And this piece is 2.5 inches, and then it's going to be 4. I think. Okay, so I think this is what I was going to do. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this card. So this is going to be 4, and then by 5.25, so that it can fit right on here on the card base, and it'll give us a little bit of a border. Does this bother the lighting if I turn this lighting on so that I can see? It creates some shadows for sure. If it's too bad, I'll turn it off if it's too bad. Okay, so this piece is 2.5, and then it's 4.75, because we're gonna have another slight border. Okay, so then this will go in here. I know the shadows are really bad. Okay, so next what I have is, we're even gonna do some embossing today. Okay, so the next thing that I have is I did a leaf in the brushed metal cardstock. So I just picked one of the colors that I felt like best worked, and then I used both of these dies to cut this out. So last week I just used this stitched part, and then I had the inside of the stitching, and then that was on the outside of the card. This time I used both. So when I put this down, I just placed both dies down, and then I got this leaf here. Okay, so this piece is gonna go here, and we're actually gonna make this part flat. Okay, and we're gonna put this right here. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is some embossing. And we're gonna take a piece of mint macaroon cardstock. We're going to use the sentiment that says hope changes everything. Thank goodness for that, because we could all use a little bit of hope right now. I think this sentiment is really fitting for all that's going on in the world, and Stampin' Up! Couldn't have had any idea at the time the catalog was designed, because they are designed like 18 months in advance. Hey Debbie, hey Shelly. So they couldn't have known kind of what that sentiment would mean. Okay, so I'm using gold. So I just dipped it in my Versamark. And then I'm using gold. And then there's one tiny spot on here I just want to clean up. I think I need a smaller brush. Is that the smallest brush I have up here? Yeah, maybe I'll use this. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now I'll use my heat tool and we will melt this. So I'm just gonna let this heat up. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is take the smaller stamp, which looks like a heart, and stamp in mint macaroon. Okay. So I'll just heat this until it melts. It's good. Okay. Now let's take a piece of Whisper White cardstock. We'll set that aside and it will cool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take mint macaroon and we're going to stamp this. And it's meant to have that watercolored look. So now what we're going to do is take... And I'm going to have to get up and leave you guys for a second to go to my Big Shot. I cannot wait until the mini the mini cut and emboss machine is available, because I'm going to get that for sure for exact moments like this. So what I'm going to do is take this die, the outline die, and put it there. And then this die really totally looks like a heart. And this piece is going to go inside. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to die cut it. So I'm going to go off camera for 1 second, but I'm still here. Nobody worry. And we'll die cut this and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do it without even put washi tape on it to hold it to try to go faster. So let's hope it works. Okay, I'm back. So I just got brand new plates because my plates were really bad and it worked pretty good. Okay, so now we have this. So let's finish putting our card together. So we have our card base and I'm going to use some fun foam to pop this up. Okay. So now it has a nice border. Okay, now here is our sentiment. And I'm going to use my mini trimmer because I want a really thin strip. I think that's probably the best way to get that. Daisy, you need new plates too? Oh man, I cut that really close. Well, I didn't mean to cut it that close. I needed like a little sliver. Dang it. Okay, well, we're just gonna go with it. Oh, bummer. Okay, so I'm going to I'm not even gonna flag it. Okay, so here's the card. So next I want to put on my sentiments. And then my other, this is gonna need to be a little bit shorter. Dang, I'm so bummed. And then I wonder if I should try to trim it close so it's like the bottom is close too. Okay, I'm gonna try. Well, I'm already cutting, so. Let's see how straight this looks. It might end up looking really wonky. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Okay, let's see. I'm at the end. Well, I think it looks better. And I think I cut pretty straight. Sort of impressed. Sort of impressed. Okay. Hey, Kathy. So now we're going to put this here. And then our other leaf is going to go right there. And it is sort of going to cover up a little bit of the very end of that sentiment. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay. And then let's put a dimensional on this. And I have like 1,000 dimensional sheets that have like one dimensional taken out of them. I keep just grabbing them and they end up being new. Okay. Just like so. And then I think I will put some Wink of Stella on this, but you don't have to. Wipe off that from the last time I used it. And I feel like this one, I mean, should we just bling it up? I have one that does not have any bling on it, but do you think that we should just do it? I probably have some gold. I do. These are for another project and I'm almost out of them. And I don't know where I got these. So I actually think they came in a Stampin' Up kit. And I'm going to be using these next week too. Oh, everybody is saying do it. Like, put the bling on it. You guys know, like, it's just my classic, the thing I love. It's like I love stitching and I love putting sequins on like this. Like, I know it gets old. Like, it's every card, right? It's like how do you need to do this? But I feel like I do. I feel like I love it. And so I want to do it. And my X-Acto knife, I bet, is on my desk from when I opened mail yesterday. Ugh. So that means I'm going to have to use this thing, which I don't love. Where would it be? I don't see it. Okay. Maybe it rolled off my desk. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so instead of putting them like I'm going to do on my very next project, because I'm using these exact sequins on my very next project, we'll do it a little different. I mean, not terribly different, but, you know, a little different. Okay. See, I really need my X-Acto knife. Okay. Let me do it this way. Okay, that's better. The reason I think that I got these from Stampin' Up is because these sequins are like perfectly mint macaroon colored. Okay, and then this is uneven over here. So I did it exactly the way I normally do it. Even though I said like, oh, I'll do it different. Nope. Can't be helped, you guys. I love it. Okay. Whew, that was a lot of work this first thing in the morning. Okay, so here's this one that we just did, which I love. Okay, I don't know why this sticker, look what this ink pad just did to me. It, like, the backing came off. I have no idea why. Okay, so here's this one. It'd be great if I would let you guys see it all the way. And then here's the original one that I did. So 9 times out of 10, I always design my project before I share it with you guys. So I'll sit down, I'll design it, and then I have the sample that I'm working off of when I'm sharing with you guys. So I always end up with 2 of the same card, which is great because I use them. So this is the first one that I did. And then I did this really a lot better. This piece a lot better. Thanks, Jacqueline. So I did the sentiment a lot better, but I just left this part, which I actually really like this, but I wanted to be able to pop something up. And on this one, I just popped this piece up and I felt like it sagged, like my leaf is saggy, which isn't, it's not horrible, but you know, it's just one of those things. And I like how these, I crossed these at the bottom here. So leave me a comment and let me know which one you like better, or if you just like both. I like both of them. I think if I would have embossed this piece, it would have been even better. So yeah, let me know which one. If you're watching on YouTube, this is going to YouTube today. So if you're watching on YouTube, let me know in the comments below which one you like better. And I picked a winner for the paper pumpkin kit I was giving away a couple weeks ago. I still have never heard from that person, so I'm going to pick a new person to send that to if you are wondering about that giveaway. I just saw it across the room here. So Daisy said, I like both, but love the one on the left. This one. Debbie said both. Kathy said pretty. I like them. It's totally my vibe. Again, I love this set. It just is so, so pretty. I love the fonts in it, and I love the watercolored look of the leaves. Oh, on this leaf, I did not use Wink Estella, but you know, that's another thing. Like I had stitching and Wink Estella and sequins to all my cards. Okay, so Kathy said I like the mint macaroon best, this one. So I'll be back next week. So all of the Blessed to Craft make and takes have been packaged up and they will be sent out on Monday. So that is, I'm feeling really good. Like I am on top of a lot of things right now. So that's good. So all those will be packaged up and sent out next week. And then I am deep in the middle of cutting paper for our fall paper party. I'm really excited about that. I got all of my cards designed and I had my kid run them up to her a couple days ago so that she could start cutting her kits. And so we're just deep in the middle of prep for that. And that is going to be a lot of fun. So that will be sent out on September 1st is when we're shipping. Okay. So those are the things that I'm doing. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm not sure I will be live on Monday. It's actually really going to depend on the heat. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week is supposed to be the hottest. We're supposed to have like 110 days. And so if it's that hot, I will not be in this office. But if not, I will see you guys on Monday, and then I will have content, like videos up for you guys next week. Yeah, I think so too, Jacqueline. I think you're right. She said this set looks better with the stitching, that base stamps. Yeah, like this part. I think it does too. When you first stamp it, it looks pretty either way, but I think if you don't love the watercolored kind of look, I think it helps it out. Oh my gosh, Daisy, don't even say that. Don't even say that. She said, I just hope you don't lose power. Ugh, that would be horrible. And the kids have started, well, Kayla has started school, so she had her orientation on Wednesday, and she picked up all of her stuff, and she has been, like, yesterday was her first, like, full day of, like, doing stuff, and she doesn't even have a full load yet, but she was doing stuff, and then today, in fact, in about an hour, I'm going to pick up stuff for Andrew and Violet. And you guys, here's the thing. I always do back to school gifts for the teachers and the staff. And I have this really cool idea. And so yesterday I thought about this idea and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. I'm totally going to do that. But I'm like, are they going to be weird about me bringing stuff and giving it to them? Like, are they going to be like, oh my God, you might have COVID-19, we can't take your stuff. Like, so I gotta ask today. I know the ladies in the office, they're not like, and the principal, he's gonna be like, yeah, bring us the gifts. They're always amazing. Like, they're not, but I'm like, we just hired 2 new teachers, and I'm like, are people gonna be weird? Like, is it weird that I want to do back? I normally, for the teachers, every year, what I normally do is, all summer long, I collect stuff for the class. Like, I collect Clorox wipes, and I do, like, dry erase markers, and Post-it notes, and pins, and, like, all of that kind of stuff. And I do a gift basket for each teacher. And I always put it in, like, some kind of fun basket. And then I do a card. I usually do, like, thank you notes. And, like, I always get them, like, a box of, like, blank thank you notes. And I give it to each teacher as, like, a welcome back gift. And so I'm not doing that this year because they don't have anybody in the classroom. They don't need all that stuff. So I thought of a really cool idea yesterday, and I was like, oh, this would be so fun to do. And I'll share it with you guys. I just don't want to, I'm so proud of this idea because I never come up with ideas by myself. I always just go to Pinterest. So I'll totally share it with you. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, are they going to be weird about it? Like, are they going to be like, we don't want your gifts? Like, because of everything that's going on? So, Debbie says, just do it. I think I definitely am going to do it for those in the office because I know I'm just friends with them outside of school functions, and I know that they're totally fine with getting stuff. But then I guess I'll ask today when I go in to pick up the kids' stuff, like, if it's okay for me to do gifts for the teachers. I usually even do gifts for I always even do one for Mr. Peterson, who is the first grade teacher at our school, and we adore him. And so I even always do a gift for him every year because he always said, like, I'm so sad I don't have your kids in my class the years I don't have them because I don't get all the fun stuff. Daisy said it will bring some normalcy to them. I say yes. I just always, and even more so now, like, I always have always appreciated so much our teachers and our staff at our little school. We have a really small elementary school, and, you know, we have like 8 teachers, and I just love them and I appreciate them, and I want to do something, but it just is so weird. Even I was thinking, like, I wanted to do some stuff, like, I wanted to give some stuff to, like, a couple of the people, like, Chris lives here, around here, and I wanted to do a little gift thing for her for the end of summer, and, like, but I'm like, people, I don't ever know now. I'm like, is it okay? Somebody said to me, like, I don't want anything to do with your family because, you know, whatever, like, so I was like, okay, so, like, I can't give them a gift because they're, like, in that space, and there's really no judgment. Like, I get it. Everybody needs to do what works for them and their family. But then I'm like, how do you, like, give something or, like, show your appreciation or, like, without it being weird? Jacqueline said, our teachers are mainly working from home, so we can't do gifts. Like, see, yeah, our teachers are working from home too. Like, we're not seeing, actually, I don't know. I don't know if our teachers are working from home or if they'll be in the classroom, because we're doing distant learning, but they have to, like, I know our staff, our office staff will be in the office and our principal will be on the school site to manage some other things that are happening. But I don't actually know if our teachers are working from home or from the school. But I was thinking that I would just leave them. It's baked goods, but the packaging is the idea that I came up with all by myself. So I don't know. I was just going to leave it in the office with a card. And I'll have 3 teachers, because Violet will have 2 teachers, and then Andrew will have 1 teacher. And I guess actually we won't have any of the new teachers. Why am I rambling to you guys? Is this the least bit interesting to you guys? Are you like figure out your life on your own time? Both of our teachers are teachers we've had. So Andrew's 3rd grade teacher, Violet had her, and Kayla had her. And then Violet's teacher will be Violet's teacher from last year. She might have one of the new teachers, because regardless, maybe it would be okay. We are remote schooling, but are halfway through. Oh, you're in Australia. Yeah, I'm like halfway through your school year. Jacqueline's like, we're good. Keep chatting. Keep figuring your life out. Okay, so you're in Australia. Okay, that makes more sense. So you guys really probably are more so have been in the middle of everything that's going on during your school year, because we've been out for summer break. So, we left for spring break and never came back. So I don't know, you guys, it's just kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and ask the principal today when I go up to pick up all the stuff, what he thinks. And if he's like, I might even email Andrew's teacher and be like, she's kind of, I love her, but she's a harder teacher. And her personality, the reason I love her is because she's like me. She's a type A personality. And so I really love her, and I've always had a really amazing relationship with her. But lots of parents have struggled with her. And so I always feel like I just kind of formed a friendship with her. I could probably email her and be like, do you want my little back to school gift or not? And she would just tell me. She'd be like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. Or she'd be like, yeah, like, give me the gift. I always do for Christmas, for all the holidays, like Valentine's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, I always do my grandma's sugar cookies. You guys have heard me talk about this before. And they love them. Like, everybody there loves them. And I even did them the year my grandma passed away, which was really hard. And when I brought them in, the ladies in the office, they like started to cry. And they were like, I can't believe that you baked these this year. Like, I know it was like so hard for you. But I know that the ladies in the office and our principal will be like, yeah, give me the cookies. But I just have such a cool idea on how to make them and how to package them. I just think it would be a nice little, I'm sad that we can't go back to school. So I just want them to know, like, we're sad and we miss you and we appreciate you. And I can't imagine for teachers what they're having to go through. In fact, we had 2 teachers that retired at the end of last year. They were like, I'm out. I'm not doing this. Like, this is way too hard. It's way too intense. Like, we're done. See you later. OMG, I wish I was there and a teacher. I love cookies. We are not allowed to do home bake. Yeah, we're not. I tend to break the rules, Jacqueline. We are not allowed to do baked goods in our school. Well, we haven't ever been, like, for birthdays and stuff, like, for your kids, if your kids have a birthday and you bring something in, it has to be store-bought with a label. But I've always done homemade cookies for the teachers and I give them gifts for everything, like every holiday, back to school. the end of school, I do end of the year. That's the other thing. I didn't get to do end of the year teacher gifts. So we literally, or office staff, like I didn't do anything because we left for spring break thinking we would go back. And then at the end of spring break, they were like, nope, not till the end of April. Then nope, not till the end of the May. And then it was like, nope, not till next fall. So, I know, I do. In that case, I do. I do break that rule. But so I never got to do end of the year gifts last year. So I did do spring break stuff, but I didn't do end of the year. So I just really want to, yeah, we are not due to the current situation. Otherwise, teachers tend to eat stuff from people they know. Yeah. And like I said, I mean, we live in a small community. Like, we literally have 8 teachers at our school. All of the teachers have had basically all of my kids. My kids have had, like, some teachers twice. Like, Mr. Newton was a 2nd grade teacher, and then he ended up being a 6th grade teacher. So, like, my kid had him twice. Like, we're just a really, really small community. So I don't think that it would be feasible or probably even a thought if I lived in a city. Like, if our school was bigger, it probably wouldn't even, I probably wouldn't do what I do. But it's just, our school is so small. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I will just do it. And then, of course, I'm going to share with you guys, I ordered the specific cookie cutter yesterday for the idea that I had. And I will definitely share with you guys, like, what my idea is and, like, kind of, like, how I thought of it. But I think, yeah, I think I will definitely at least do it for the my son had a teacher I had in high school. Oh, yeah, that is weird. If Kayla was going to the high school, so where we live, we have 2 high schools, and Amador High School, my grandma went there, my mom went there, and I went there. So it's a 3-generation school for us, and they actually have this, like, kind of like a scholarship kind of thing where, like, if you're like 4th generation going there, you get a special thing. So Kayla would have gotten that because that's the high school that she would have gone to. But we're doing something different for her, and it was kind of hard for me. And there's still teachers there that were there when I was there. So she would have had teachers that I had. And one of the teachers that is there, the football coach, and I don't know if he teaches a class. He did when I was there, but he might just be football coach now. He's related to us, so he's like a second cousin. So she totally would have had teachers that I had, and then she would have been the 4th generation to have gone to that high school. But in fact, it was kind of sad for me when we decided to do something different for her. I was like, oh, like, I was so looking forward to, like, going to football games, like, at my old high school, and, like, I don't know, it just was going to be fun. But such is life, right? But it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird for that. And then actually, the people who we rent, because we rent our house, the people that we rent from, he taught at the high school. So it's kind of funny, like, he knows a lot of, like, the people my age because he was a high school teacher. He taught English. Yeah. So she's just going to a prep school. It's more of a, like, it's a university prep type school. She started 7th grade there, so she'll go through high school there, and it's just, you know, it's going to be better for her. And probably all of our kids will go there, actually. But it was kind of sad. I'm just rambling today, you guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. So thank you guys so much for just hanging out and chatting with me. I will get this over to YouTube so it can be seen, and then I will chat with you guys next week. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. Thanks for hanging out with me, chatting with me, helping me figure out my life. And I hope you have a good weekend. Thanks, guys, so much. I'll talk to you later.